What's going on, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of season 2 of Uncut with Performance Labs. I'm IFBB Pro Jason Lowe, and let's go through a high carb day, full day of eating. I'm happy that it is a high carb day while I'm filming this because I actually get to show you some fun food that I don't normally get to eat, but once I get lean enough, my body needs these days. I know some of the food might seem crazy as we go through this, but when I get this lean, my body burns through everything, and it's hard for me to eat enough to keep the weight on once I'm this lean. So I'm gonna shut up and eat because I am starving. Here is meal 1. We have what I call anabolic French toast. It is 8 slices of bread. And this is normal bread. I use Pepperidge Farm Hearty White, so it's 26 grams of carbs per slice. I have 8 slices of bread. Like I said, I just take a big container, fill it up with 350 grams of egg whites, some cinnamon, whip that up, soak the bread in the egg whites and cinnamon, and then cook it in a pan. That's pretty much how you make it. And then I also get 20 grams of jam and 25 grams of banana. So that's the anabolic French toast, a little bit of sugar-free syrup on there. And I'll show you this stuff. This is like just heaven. It's amazing. Nice deep cut here. You're going to see this. This bite is just ridiculous. So, boom. This is what it's all about. This is what all the days of suffering on low carb is all about, to get to these high carb days. Yeah. This is meal 1. It's about 250 grams of carbs just here in meal 1. So I'm going to get this down. I'm going to take you through the day of a fun day of eating on a high carb menu. All right, time for meal number 2. And meals number 2 and meals number 3 are the exact same. So I'm just going to show you meal 2. Know that meal number 3, the exact same as this. So the next time you see me, I'll be on meal 4, which would be my pre-workout. But to save some time and just to keep it less boring, I'll just show you this meal once. So we got 5 ounces of tilapia, 350 grams of rice, and I get 25 grams of carbs on top of that from, he just says, a low-fat source. I love fruit. All right, fruit is amazing. It's something you don't get a ton of when you're deep into a diet, and you still get a lot of nutrients and healthy carbs out of it and healthy vitamins and stuff like that. So I feel like adding something in there, plus it's just fresh, something nice and fresh to go along with the fish and rice. So this is one of my favorite ones. I always either get this bowl or the one with kiwi, but it's always strawberries and pineapple. And then this one has fresh orange slices. The other one I get is kiwi, but I switch it up back and forth because they're both amazing. I might like the oranges better than the kiwi, actually, but either way, it's delicious. So I'll weigh bits of this out to get the extra 25 grams of carbs. And then, like I said, this, just 5 ounces of fish. On a high carb day, protein's a little lower than normal. So typically on a normal day, I only get 200 grams of rice, and I'll get 8 ounces of fish. So protein's a bit higher, carbs are a bit lower. But on the high carb days, fats are very low, protein's a bit lower, and we're just trying to refill the glycogen from all the hard training, hard cardio, and refill everything, bring my body back to life before making another hard push with lower carb days. So that's it. Fish and rice, delicious fresh fruit. I'm going to get this down. Meal number 3 is the exact same thing. And I'll see you at meal 4 for pre-workout. All right. It is time for meal 4, pre-workout meal. This is the fun one. All right. So we're getting a muffin pump today. Like I said, it's going to be a killer leg workout. And we get muffins. So 2 huge muffins from Wawa. All right. They're not any kind of special healthy muffins or anything like that. Each one is 80 grams of carbs, 35 grams of fat. All right. This is like the one bit of fat I get in the day. Everything else is pretty much 0 fat, high carb, moderate protein. But along with that, I get 35 grams of whey. It's about a scoop and a half of the Pro Whey here from Performax, and 100 grams of carbs from Cream of Rice. When I do this, I kind of make it into I don't put a ton of water in there. For one, it less filling, puts less volume in my stomach, but also it just kind of makes like this cakey texture. So it's freaking delicious. Now, typically I am a chocolate guy, but this does go really well with this. Kind of a little fruity pebble cake, almost like a birthday cake type thing. So I'm going to get these down. I got this delicious cakey cream of rice mix. And then these muffins are just insane. I love these things. If you don't have a Wawa near you, I don't really know what to compare them to. Maybe a Costco muffin be the closest thing. But I mean, come on. Yeah. So that's the pre-workout meal. I'm going to get this down. We'll make my pre-workout drink in about an hour when this digests. And then destroy some legs. And I'll show you my post-workout meal. All right. Legs are destroyed. Post-workout meal time. Coach says 35 grams of whey protein. So we got another about scoop and a half there. And then he just said 200 grams of carbs from as low fat source as possible. So love me some cereal. I got some Cocoa Puffs. And then these are zero. It's candy. It's basically just sugar. Post-workout, refilling the glycogen on this high carb day. So there's 5 servings in here, about 25 grams of carbs per serving. So got 100. I hope I'm mathing right. I am fried right now after that workout. 125 grams of carbs in that, and then the rest of the carbs from the cereal. So I'm going to get this down, and then I have one more meal for the night. I just took pictures post-workout, so I'm going to send those to Coach, and he'll let me know what my final meal of the night is. The last meal is always up in the air depending on how my metabolism's been burning through everything on these high days. Even on the lower days now, we're so close to the show that last meal, he might switch it from tilapia to steak. Or last night we did a mixture of half tilapia, half steak, 5 ounces of each. It was a low day, so it was just with asparagus, no carbs. But I'm going to shut up and eat so I can send Coach pictures and find out what my final meal of the night's going to be. These little sweet tart ropes, though, I tell you, I had them last week for the first time ever on my high carb day, and you can get down so many carbs so easily with these. That's 25 grams of carbs, and there's nothing to it. So I'm going to get this meal down, and we'll find out soon what my final meal of the night's going to be. All right, final meal of the night, guys. And after that last meal, I did have to go out and do 30 more minutes on the stairs. I also took a cold plunge, so I'm just nice and fresh. So anyways, big meal for the final meal of the night. So we've got 200 grams of carbs from Krusty's Pancakes, which is pretty much no fat. It's just straight carbs. It's 1 gram of fat for 45 carbs. And we got 200 grams of carbs. They are not very pretty. Last week, I cooked them perfectly. Didn't film it for you. This week, it got out of control, but here it is. So they were perfect little pancakes last time. I added too much water to the mix this time, so it just spread. So I made a couple giant pancakes, and this is what we got. And then these little hot dog buns are only 1 gram of fat per bun and 25 carbs. So we got another 100 grams of carbs here. And I actually still need 50 more carbs. But I'll probably just get that from this barbecue sauce, to be honest with you. Because, yeah, there's 8 grams of carbs from, 2 tablespoons. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this on each one of these steak sandwiches, which these steak sandwiches are only, well, you probably got to take the little lid off to do that, huh? These steak sandwiches are really a small amount of meat. It's only like 2 ounces of meat per bun, but it's the perfect little steak sandwiches. I grilled up a little bit of onions and peppers to go on there. And all it's missing is some cheese. But Coach saw my last high carb day and I added cheese, and he specifically said no cheese this time. And he did say to take, he actually told me to take triple the dose of my glucose disposal agent, Slin. So I'm not, triple's a lot. Serving size 4 capsules. So there's 4. I'll double it because this is a lot of carbs right before bed. So we get that down. Get these pancakes and these steak sandwiches down. And it's so nice. Oh, I've added blueberries to the pancakes. I forgot about that. So might be a tiny bit over on carbs actually with the barbecue sauce now. But it's not like I wasn't going to add the barbecue sauce anyways. It's so nice. I mean, I love my Broku loaf. If you've seen it, you know I love it. And I could eat that all year long. But sometimes it's nice to just have regular pancakes. These Krusty's pancakes are just like normal. They're normal. And even though they look a mess, they taste amazing. So that's delicious. I'll give one of these a try. And then I'm just going to enjoy my meal and sign off. Oh, yeah. Same thing with the barbecue sauce. Like, I use that sugar-free barbecue sauce all the time, but that's a different level of flavor. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to enjoy this meal, pass out, wake up tomorrow, hopefully even harder, tighter, grainier than ever, fuller, obviously, which will make those muscles push out against the skin. And since there's not really any fat there, it gives that harder look. So stay tuned for the next episode. Off the top of my head, I can't think of what it's going to be, but it's going to be a good one. I'll make it a good one for you guys. So follow along. We only got a couple more episodes before the show because we're less than 3 weeks out now. So till the next one, thanks for following along.